Well, hello there. It's me, Middo, and I'm back with. Hey, it's me, Middo, and I'm here to tell you about.
Way better. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the One Ring 2. Wait, that that isn't working. Okay. Okay. Welcome to the One Ring, but more rings. Now, okay. Let's see. Welcome to the One Ring, but with some changes. Yeah, we'll use that take. Okay, great. With 2022 having ended, we are excited to start 2023 with a blast. We have decided to take the momentum and take Tor to another level. Okay. Hi, I'm Miro. In case you didn't know already. So yeah, this means a number of things. Primarily, we'll be making some changes to gear and PvP. In addition to that, as the new owner, there will be a mandatory economy rework, although that is a bit of a broad interpretation of what is to actually happen. Afterwards, we'll cover an exciting new addition to Tor, namely traders. And lastly, we'll be introducing a curious new event. So, first things first, gear and PvP. We feel that PvP is currently in a rather curious stage. Some people really struggle with it, others really enjoy it. For several months now, we've been trying to balance it out more and more by introducing changes to troops and XP. The seasons is still a huge work in progress, and we're very excited to continue with it and improve on it. Soon we'll be sending out a community poll to get your thoughts on it as well. But for now, multiple smaller changes, yet hopefully impactful ones, will be introduced. Firstly, we've introduced new changes to enchantability. This means that the more popular and desired enchants will be easier to get. So think about sharpness, protection, but also about infinity and fire spect. Consequently, the less useful enchants will be harder to get. These changed rates are the same for every item, and this change will hopefully decrease the price and effort to obtain gear. In addition to that, we've decided to change a few specific enchants. Firstly, the effects of knockback will be simply reduced. This means you or your foe won't be subjected to certain space programs from Middle Earth. Secondly, from now on the thorns that you know and are used to will affect your playstyle differently. Instead of getting spiked every time you hit a player with thorns, you will get a damage boost for being hit while having thorns. This means no more random chilling effects while not being hit, this means no more disrupted movement in the middle of a fight, and lastly, this also means you gotta step up your game. We're also working on making a few armor sets more durable, so we can hopefully move away from everyone wearing the same silly sets, as many others will be viable in the near future. Keep the Discord in check to know when this will be ready. As for the PvP specific changes, we've increased the grace period upon having logged in for the first time. That means instead of being unable to be killed for a few hours when you start, you will now have 7 days. If you're watching this video, you've probably already logged in and it won't really apply to you, but now you know in case you have a twisted interest in hunting those that are new in our community. In addition to that, we've also decided to alter the PvP after teleportation rule from 2 minutes to 1 minute, as we believe this change will be more proportional to what we are trying to achieve with the rule.
Baby.
And now for our second topic of the day, the grand economy rework. Or well, not that grand really. As is mandatory that when Tor ownership changes, the economy needs to be reminded of who is in charge. So as of today, your coins will reflect your balance. That means that one coin will be $1 in balance, instead of 1 cent in balance. There will be a week without player shops so everyone can change up all their shops accordingly. As for your in-game balance, that will already be taken care of as you are listening to this, so you don't need to bother much with it. This is purely a little quality of life update, so you don't need to bust your brains every time you try to buy a leak from your local leak vendor.
Middo. Me. That's me. I'm Middo. And you're not Phoenix. Okay.
And now we find ourselves introducing a long desired addition to Tor, traders. It's time to bring some life into your builds. So from now on, you are able to request traders to approve builds. The requirements are the same as for faction leadership, but you need some specific requirements for specific traders and NPCs. To get your build approved, apply through a moderator or above and they will get back to you with the verdict within a week or so. As for the specifics, you are able to have a maximum of 3 working traders and or blacksmiths spawned into your build. In addition, you can have 1 captain. However, you are also able to apply for empty traders to be added to bring some life into the build. These are limitless. Naturally, empty traders do not have any functions other than looking really good. For a normal trader to be spawned, they will need a different house, shop, or stall from one another and from generated NPC structures. As with normal approval processes, it needs to be somewhat detailed for it to make sense. So think about a shopping counter and displaying items, for example. For a blacksmith of any type, you will need a proper smithy which can house the blacksmith. It needs to be somewhat detailed, similar to a normal build approval process, so think about tables, anvils, hot coals, ovens, and the likes. Sadly for evil factions, creating 1 blacksmith firstly is a must, as every trader also works as a blacksmith. Afterwards, normal traders can be applied for by evil factions too. Captains need barracks, a training facility, or something along those lines. This naturally needs to be somewhat detailed and makes sense for a captain to be housed there. Using conquest tables, shooting ranges, fighting dummies, or displayed armor sets and such are just a few examples that you can use. Traders which allow you to hire farmhands are categorized as traders, not as captains. In addition, only certain traders can be spawned in certain areas of the map. Most of the time it will be based on faction, but there are exceptions to this rule. Please consult senior staff if you are interested in obtaining traders for your build. If you have any questions, consult the Tor rule page for more detailed information or ask a staff member.
Hello there. It's me, Mido, your owner.
For the last topic of the day, we'll be focusing on a new event. As some of you may have noticed, the server has been running an additional mod for quite some time now. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's called Memetro, and it's made by creators of the Lord of the Rings mod. This addition to the server allows us to add custom-made art as paintings into the One Ring, which can be craftable by anyone, similar to the official server, which Aspire does a lot. This event will be an introduction to that system, for a chance to get your own art added. So, as of the release of this video, until the 16th of January, you can participate in an art contest. The theme will be your Tor experience. That is a very broad theme that can pretty much mean anything, really. But we would like to see what it means to you. Conveying that through your art is very important to us. What is something that you experienced on Tor that you would like to translate to your canvas and eventually be able to use in-game as a painting? As for specifics, every block is either 16 by 16 pixels or 32 by 32 pixels, which would allow for more details. Both the width and height of the fill painting need to be a multiple of 16. In addition, any and all submissions need to be entirely original, not inappropriate or irrelevant, not a copy of another person's art. We are very excited to see you work on this, and if you are unfamiliar with how to make art, you truly don't need to be a Da Vinci to make something kind of work. Keep in mind, I myself have absolutely no real skill when it comes to this, and as of making this video, I am in the top 3 participants. To submit your painting, go to the newly added Discord channel and share it as a PNG. In addition, you need to add a formal painting title, an author's name, which can either be a username or a nickname, and mention how many blocks in-game it is intended for. Oh yeah, did I mention? The winner gets their own fully custom designed Mido socks with their submission or at least a part of it on the back of it. Other than that, that was everything. Thank you all for sticking around and being mega supportive this whole year, and I'm certain we'll reach some new heights.
Hey, hello there, all Mido here. Okay, bye.